Okay, hello YouTube, we're back again. We're on the SBE Sidebander 5, and before we commence any restoration work and getting this radio back fully functional, I've been instructed to remove the clarifier mod. Now I'm going to put you under the meter and we're going to go down and we're going to have a look at this workmanship. I'll just zoom you in. Alright, have a look at this. Damaged track, blobby solder. This track here, there was an attempt to cut it. I've got to repair that and join that again. Remove the wire. What I'm going to do is desolder the whole pad and clean it. One of the tools that I will use is we're going to be using obviously the desolderer, the solder sucker, the solder wick, and some IPA alcohol, and scrub that board. Alright, and as you can see here, I'm not looking forward to this. It is a absolute mess from whoever's tried or attempted to source the problems of this radio. Anyway, let's commence operation, get it TXing, tune it to the frequency, and then prepare for all the caps to be replaced. Alright, this is in its raw state after the clean. Now let's just get it centered up. Alright, what I found was solder going from this section here, this little cutout, across to here. So this was shorting. This track here is meant to be cut, but it's gone through and damaged the other track. We've got a multitude of sins in here, but what I'm going to do is clean this up right now and then bring you back what that looks like. Okay, the board is now clean. Big difference from the last image to now. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually remove the relay, have a look inside the relay, clean it, and then the next step is to repair this track here, which I've got no other option but to run a bridging wire from this terminal to here. Alright, when I have more, I'll show more. Alright, relay's out. I'll pull it apart, dismantle the spring, have a look at the contacts on this side, and clean. Alright, I've got the relay apart. I've removed the spring, pulled the feelers up. The first thing that we're going to inspect on the relay is looking for any corrosion on the top of those feelers. And on this side it's pretty good. And on this side, which is the side that you normally see it, it's also very good. And then we go and look, sorry for the shakiness, trying to do all this one-handed. Alright, so we have a look in there, and it's actually a very good relay. But what I'm going to do, I'll hit that with isopropyl alcohol, clean it, reassemble, and put it back in the radio. Alright, the relay's cleaned. The clear case inside's been cleaned. Tried to remove as much yellow residue as possible. I put my marks on top of the relay to show that it's been serviced and it's ready to go back in. One thing I did notice when I pulled the relay out, this little capacitor, ceramic capacitor, was leaning down. This one here, so that's meant to stand up. What's underneath of it? Alright, so that looks all fine. Let's see, there's no track damage underneath on the relay. Somebody's done some track repairs down here. It's not factory there. Alright, let's reassemble. Okay, soldering's all done. Stage 1, there's the jumper. I've painted it blue just so you can see it. Cleaned the board. Proud of the work. Okay, so I have desoldered, cleaned, then re-tinned and replaced from here all the way down through here. In fact, the whole area except for that one and that one. So that's all done. So I'll just wait for that to dry and then flip her over and turn the radio on. Just another interesting one. This is the fuse I pulled out of the fuse holder. You see how thick it is? How many amps do you think the Sidebander 5 will draw if it's running, let's say 20 watts? My guess is somewhere around 2.5 amps. This is a 15 amp fuse. Why do you do this, guys? If you have a fail in the area of input, it's just going to totally take out and damage so many parts because your fusible link can't blow. So, you know, 4 amp fuse to 5 amp fuse if you've got a tuned PA stage to around 20 to 25 watts if this radio can do 25. All right, that's enough of my whinge. We'll now start checking the work and seeing if we can get an alignment on AM. All right, where are we at? I've done a minor alignment. I've got a tiny bit of TX on SSB and I've got naturally TX on AM. I still can't get the frequency to align. To show you, we're in AM. 26, that should be 965. I can't get it any better than that, or I can get it a tiny bit better, but we're 1 kc off. Now audio check in AM, I'm hearing nothing, nothing's coming through. We've got the TXing, going to LSB. Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2. Nothing. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. Well, that's on frequency on lower sideband. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Well, slightly high on upper sideband. That's a good start. Let's go back to AM. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. No audio on AM. Alright, so this is the final video for today. Just replaced the 2200 16 volt and straight away we're able to get the radio in and around the AM frequency that it should be. Getting audio through the PA stage but not in the output, so I'll do just a low tone. That's what it's looking like on the scope. Okay, so I've got about 2 watts out on sideband, and that's the audio, what it looks like on sideband. All right, I'm going to stop work on it now and proceed with the cap replacement tomorrow and start, that's a full day on that, and see what happens after the cap change goes. I'll just put it on AM and show you where we're at. So I'll drop a carrier. You see how it's floating around? All right, but it's closer than what it was. All right, just come back, have a look at this. I've got AM sitting now on 26965. I'll just try channel 40. Okay, so channel 40. 1, 2. Now getting a carrier on the RX radio. Okay, what do I suspect's happened? Well, in and around all of the alignment points, all of the resin has been broken. So what I suspect is someone's fiddled with these two for upper and lower sideband. AM doesn't work, but it's now sitting on frequency. SSB isn't on frequency, and the only way that that's happened is that because someone's messed around with those two pots. So that should all come out in alignment. So bit of progress today, and we'll start the big job tomorrow and start replacing more of these. All right, comment, like and subscribe. Thank you very much, guys.